Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. This is Christina Johnson with Dell and Dell International. I want to welcome you to our Wednesday live stream, wherever you are around the world, whether it's morning, whether it's evening, afternoon, or the wee hours of the morning. I just want to take this opportunity to welcome you on behalf of myself and my business partner, Marcus Dunlop, who is uh, away on assignment, and he'll be joining us. I'm certain of it, at some point at the top of next year. So we want to dive right on into our topic this morning. Our topic is 8 remedies that combat depression during the holidays. 8 remedies that combat depression during the holidays. And we started this conversation on this past Monday, just going over the various, the top 8 reasons that individuals experience depression during the holidays. And we went through that list thoroughly. So if you missed it, please go to our YouTube channel and watch it, or watch the replay here on whatever platform it is that you are viewing us from. But I want to hop right into these remedies. We have 8 remedies. Prayerfully, I'll be able to get to 4 today and then conclude with the final 4 on this Friday. So you are equipped with these tools and techniques for this holiday season. And if you don't need them directly for yourself, certainly there's someone in your life that you can share this information with that will benefit them greatly. So let's just dive right on into it. So the first reason for that people experience depression during the holiday is loneliness. We talked about that. Loneliness and isolation. So what's the remedy? What's the remedy? Listen, actively seek connections. We've got to be proactive and very active in seeking connections by participating in local community events, clubs, or even volunteer opportunities. I'm not suffering from any type of depression, but it just really feels good when you can partner with an organization that's distributing or collecting and distributing toys for the holidays, or serving meals for the holidays. Partner with those types of organizations. There's something powerful and magical that happens within your own emotions and your own mindset when you place your hands and set your hands to helping someone else. Also, initiate conversations with friends and acquaintances. Talk about it, have conversations. Joining support groups or engaging in activities aligned with your interests can facilitate meaningful connections. So the remedy for loneliness is to connect. Sometimes you'll reconnect. Reach out to folks. Let them know that you care about them, and they will certainly let you know that they care about you also. Secondly, financial stress. That was the second, and that is the second reason a lot of folks experience depression, especially during the holidays. They just don't have the money. They don't have the money, which reminds them possibly of failures that they've made or opportunities that they've missed, which causes them to seep into or sink into depression. Listen, guys, we all deal with financial challenges in one form or another, and everyone's form of financial challenge may be completely different, right? May have a multi-trillionaire who also has financial challenges, and for someone who is just hoping and praying for their next $1,000, they would say, well, what in the world would a multi-billionaire, multi-millionaire, multi-trillionaire even have to worry about, because they have all the money in the world? Well, actually, it doesn't come down to the dollar amount. It comes down to the quality of life that can be produced from those funds. So people have financial challenges and it really comes to the forefront during the holidays. So what is the remedy for not allowing your financial state of being to cause depression during the holidays? Create a detailed budget you can do specifically for holiday related expenses. Don't overspend. Don't try to impress anyone. Stick within your budget. And if that is a zero budget, if that's a zero budget, don't feel pressure pressure that you have to perform or go out and get in debt to buy gifts for someone. Just right now in this season of your life, you're not in a position to get out there and spend all these long and large dollars just because it's the holidays. Listen, give yourself some grace, give yourself some space. Also, so if you have a budget and you look at that budget and that budget's $100, $1,000, $10,000, whatever it is, just stick to your budget, live within your means, and just be fine with it. Have peace about it. No one judges you. And those who do, they really, really don't have your best interests at heart. Explore alternative gift giving options, such as handmade gifts or organizing a gift exchange to reduce financial strain. There's all there are a myriad of different ways in which you can navigate that whole financial piece when it comes to the holidays. And once again, a remedy is to openly communicate with friends and family about your budget and constraints and to manage their expectations. Listen, it's nothing wrong with being honest. What can they do? You're not the world doesn't end because you were not able to go out there and spend multiple thousands of dollars for the holidays. Remedy number 3 deals with unrealistic expectations, guys. And this is a huge one, I believe, for the holidays. Set achievable and realistic expectations for the holiday season. Shift the focus from perfection to meaningful experience. Oh my goodness, this time of year, so many folks, and you may be one of these people, or maybe a loved one, they get so angst, just filled with anxiety and stress because we've got to have the tree and all the various ornaments, and it's got to look this way, and our house on the outside has to be decorated, and we're having this group of people over because it's expected for me to host the Christmas dinner or the Christmas party, and when they come, there has to be a certain level or standard for the decorations and for the food and for the games. And oh my gosh, listen, manage those expectations. Do the best you can. Shift the focus from perfection to meaningful experiences. Prioritize self-care. Listen, prioritize self-care and delegate. Delegate tasks to distribute responsibilities. Don't carry the weight of responsibility on your shoulders. That weight will depress and depress and depress and depress and push you right into the ground. Share those responsibilities. Delegate. Become the CEO of the planning committee for the Christmas activity, whether it's at your house or somewhere else. But do not live under that stress and under that pressure. Embrace the imperfections that make the holidays unique and personal. Listen, that whole being a perfectionist. Now, this is an area where I have been challenged over the years, and I've grown so much and matured so much, and thank God putting the work in to just to realize and recognize that I am enough. I'm enough. Who God has made me is enough, and that whatever I feel to do or to manifest in this earth realm within the grace and the capacity that God has given me, that it is enough. So even if there's imperfections or everything doesn't happen exactly the way you planned for them to happen or doesn't look exactly the way you envisioned that it would, listen, this is what makes each experience and each gathering very, very unique. I have so many stories that I share with my clients regarding things that went wrong that turned out to be the very thing. Well, they went wrong in my mind and from my estimation, but it turned out to be the very thing that caused the event to be so special and so meaningful to those who attended. So yeah, plan and be meticulous. However, give yourself enough grace to just let it go. And then lastly, the number 4, grief and loss. Grief and loss is another reason many of us experience or have experienced depression around the holidays. I just received a call from a dear, dear, dear sister of mine, a dear friend of mine, and she recently lost her only child. And can you imagine? Can you imagine? Um, Outliving, first of all, any of your children. No parent plans to be in that situation, but then to lose your only child right at the holidays. He passed the day before Thanksgiving. And she's a strong Christian sister. And she was, had all these positive things to say and to share regarding her mental state, her state of mind, while also grieving and shedding tears. And it can be tough during the holidays. Listen, one of the remedies is to acknowledge and honor your feelings of grief. Just be honest about it. I'm grieving. I'm missing my mom. I lost my mom several years ago, and I can't even think of a week that goes by without me missing her, still wanting to give her a call, or remembering how she made her cornbread dressing, or her candy yams, or what have you, and her just not being in my life any longer in that way. And so loss of a loved one is certainly a major reason for depression. So especially during the holidays. So first, acknowledge and honor your feelings of grief. It's okay to grieve. Establish new traditions or rituals that communicate and celebrate the lives of loved ones. Remember how that person decorated their tree, or if they are always put a wreath out front, you could do that in memory of that person. Seek support from friends, family, or even coaches like myself and Marcus, or grief counselors, or what have you, to navigate, pastors, friends, to navigate these emotions. The emotions of grief are healthy. They're healthy emotions because they're helping you work through that process. Allow yourself the space and time to feel. Let me say that again. Allow yourself the space and the time to feel. Don't try to cloak or mask those feelings of grief with alcohol or drugs or excessive eating or excessive shopping or excessive decorating for the holidays, because as humans, we will overcompensate in one area when there's a deficiency in the other. So be very self-aware of the reasons you're doing what you're doing. Are you cooking all of this food and having all of these folks over, and being so meticulous about the decorations and the time and the aesthetics of the whole production, because this is coming from a place of peace and a place of joy? Or is it coming from a place of comparison or a place of grief, a place of pain? So you must be very self-aware and avoid overcompensating, guys. Allow yourself the space and time to feel and to express your emotions without judgment. Find a safe space. Find a safe space. Listen, those are the top 4 remedies for the top 4 reasons individuals experience depression during the holidays. I trust that you hear me loud and clear when I say today. If you don't take anything else away from this live stream, listen to this and hear this well, hear this right, and hear this good. You are enough. What you have experienced in life, what you have suffered through, what you have triumphed over is enough. You are uniquely you. Do not allow the pressures of the holidays to cause you to work yourself up into a dither and into a lather where you're stressed and depressed and feeling low, as though no one can see you, no one can hear you, no one knows that you're there. Open your mouth. If you look at these top 4 remedies that I shared with you today, each of them has a component that says talk to someone. Talk to someone. Do not succumb to the pressure of being perfect or perfectionist. Do not succumb to the pressure of trying to live up to someone else's expectations. Give yourself grace. Have peace where you are. Even if your budget this year is much smaller than you would like for it to be, just know that there's hope and joy with each day that you're blessed with. And with each day, there's a new opportunity to do better, to expand, to grow. But don't attempt during this limited holiday season to overcompensate for the realities in your life. This is Coach Chris. I trust that you received something from these top 4 remedies. And I look forward to us talking again on Friday, and we'll look at the last 4. Again, we have a huge event planned for February 3rd. Stay tuned for information on that. Make today your best day ever, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.